the Sapporo Language Center live session. And my name is Olga, and thank you very much for joining today's meeting. So I wish I could meet you and talk to you face to face, but unfortunately we need to do it online this time. But I would like to still take communications with you through chat. And I really wonder what kind of information you are interested in today and what kind of questions you have today. So please feel free to put your questions, ask your questions in the chat anytime. I will be really excited to talk to you through chat. Okay, can you see my slides now? Okay. Okay, so Sapporo Language Center is the largest language school in Hokkaido. So we can accept up to 300 students, and currently students from 15 countries study Japanese language in our school. And as I mentioned, our school is located in Hokkaido, which is the northern island of Japan. And probably you have not heard about it, but according to the 2020 ranking, Hokkaido has been the #1 prefecture where Japanese people want to live. And Hokkaido has been the most attractive region to live for Japanese people for many years. And actually, I can relate to this because I myself have been living here for more than 10 years. And I have traveled to many parts of Japan, and I love traveling around Japan. However, I have never regretted my choice to come and live in Hokkaido because it's a wonderful place to live. Especially the most popular city in Hokkaido is the city of Sapporo, where our school is located. So maybe have you been in Sapporo? Anyone have you been in Sapporo? Maybe you can chat. I'll put your answers in the chat. So what is Sapporo city like? So Sapporo has a population of 2 million people, and it is the 5th largest city in Japan. So it is a quite big and urbanized city with all necessary amenities. Like you can find housing here, like very comfortable transportation, you can find restaurants and entertainment. But at the same time, it is not as crowded as Tokyo or Osaka. So it's a very big city, but at the same time, it's not too big. Okay? So there is a lot of beautiful scenery as well. We have everything from mountain ski resorts to hot springs. So you can enjoy both the city life and the nature. So talking about nature, this is one of the few prefectures in Japan where you can experience and take advantages of all 4 seasons. For example, you can go watch the cherry blossom in spring, okay? And flower fields, fruit gardens, and even beaches. This is a lavender field in Sapporo on the photograph. So this is actually one of my favorite places to visit in summer. Okay. And this is a park called Nakajima, and this is how it looks in autumn. So it takes only 3 minutes to walk from our school, and our students love going there after classes to relax and to take pictures for their Instagram or Facebook. And of course, Sapporo, because it's located on the northern part of Japan, is famous for the International Snow Festival because there's lots of snow here. And this festival takes place every year in February. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic, the festival was canceled for the past 2 years. And really hope that we can finally have this festival next year and enjoy again watching this amazing and spectacular snow or ice constructions. Okay, so there is one more reason why students choose Sapporo to live and study. It is affordable cost of living. For example, in Tokyo, the cheapest old apartment costs about $700 a month. Okay, while in Sapporo, you will be able to find a nice and clean apartment for much lower price, like 300 or maybe $350. So don't you think it's a good deal? Yeah, so anyway, let's move on and talk about our school. So why is Sapporo Language Center so popular? So there are different reasons. And first of all, our school is famous for being the largest Japanese language school in Japan. We have students from many countries, so you will be able to not only speak your native language, but really communicate in Japanese with all different people. And our teaching staff are highly qualified and experienced professionals in Japanese language education for foreigners. So they always work hard on improving their curriculums and do amazing job on language training. I really have so much respect for our teachers. And also our school staff provides all necessary support for living in Japan and support for advancing to higher education or finding employment in Japan. So as you see, we don't only teach Japanese language. So we take care of our students while they're here and provide all necessary support. And we also help them to achieve their goals, their dreams after their graduation. Okay. And you may be wondering what kind of support we provide in Japan. So first of all, we will meet you at the airport. Okay, so not every school provides airport pickups. So on the day you arrive to the Shinchitose Airport, is the international airport in Hokkaido, we will go and see you there. And also we will give you information and help you to find a place to live. So we'll introduce you the housing. And also after coming to Japan, we will help you with all necessary procedures at the city hall. So you won't struggle figuring out by yourself where to go or what to do to become a citizen of Japan. Okay, so we'll also take you to the bank to help you to make a Japanese bank account and also introduce you to mobile phone companies so you can sign your contract with the mobile phone company. So, and also we provide information about part-time jobs. Okay. So in Japan, foreigners with student visa are allowed to work up to 28 hours a week. So in our school, all students who want to work part-time get employed very successfully. And it doesn't matter how good their Japanese language level is, how good their language skills are. So you may wonder how much you will be paid and what kind of jobs are available for foreign students. So of course, salaries differ depending on the company and on the type of work. But the average hourly pay in Sapporo is about 900 yen. So you will be able to earn around 100,000 yen or more each month if you work close to around 28 hours a week. So talking about types of work, so students who have just arrived in Japan and cannot communicate very well in Japanese usually work for hotels, like do cleaning, bed making, or food processing factories or restaurant kitchen. So they usually are involved in jobs. They do not require a high level of Japanese language. So as the Japanese language skills of our students improve and get better, so they can switch to other jobs like waiter or waitress in the restaurant, like sales in drugstores or working for a convenience store. So where they can apply their Japanese language skills and where better Japanese skills are required to work with clients. So as I mentioned before, we also provide support for advancing to higher education or finding employment. So we partner with different universities and vocational schools, so we can consult our students about their future education. Also, our group company, here you can see the building where our office is located. So our company is called Korea Bank, and it is the oldest and largest recruiting company in Hokkaido. So Career Bank also helps foreigners and foreign students to prepare for job hunting in Japan and to know about working visas and how to apply for jobs and so on and so forth. So you may also know that the process of job hunting in Japan is very specific. So you need to start job hunting prior to your graduation. Okay, and you need to know the certain rules, like dress code, how to look, what to wear, how to write the resume. So it's always all of it is so different from job hunting process in your country. So we help our students to know more about how to hunt for jobs, how to search for jobs, so that they can find a job before they graduate. So, and also we organize, Career Bank organizes various job hunting events for foreigners that our students can also attend. For example, this is a joint company information session, or in other words, it's called a job fair, okay, where foreigners can meet with lots of potential employers who are willing to hire foreigners. And this is a job hunting seminar where we can help students to figure out how to prepare for a job hunting process and what it's like, how to search for jobs and what to be aware of. So these events we hold every year, like several times a year, and one more event. So in this photo, we teach foreigners about business etiquette and how to exchange business cards with Japanese people, how to be polite, how to look professional in a Japanese society. And actually, you are lucky to know that in coming October, we'll have a couple more events online. So which means that anyone from any place of the world can join. So on October 9th, we will hold a web seminar for foreigners who want to work in Japan. And we will explain there again about job hunting schedule, job hunting process in Japan. And we will also talk about what kind of candidates Japanese companies look for, or how to prepare for job hunting. And we will give you some practical advice. Also, on October 23, we will organize online job fair. So at this event, foreigners will be able to join and to watch presentations of a few companies within only one day. So, and all the companies will be the companies who are looking for foreign staff. So if you are interested, please feel free to sign up and join. Unfortunately, the both events will be held only in Japanese language, but anyone is welcome to join. So if you can understand just maybe a bit of Japanese, maybe it's a good idea to join so that you can practice your listening language skills. Or if you know Japanese maybe a bit better, you can also get lots of information about job opportunities in Japan. Okay, so you can inquire for more information via mail, and our administrators will leave you our contact information in the chat, so please check the chat. Okay, so are we doing good so far? I see we are getting some questions, which I'm going to answer a bit later. So now let's get to know about our school more. So before I move on to the next part of our school introduction, I would like to watch with you one video which briefly introduces our school. So let's watch.
外国語を通して自分を発見することもあります。皆さんが日本語を学んで自分が知らなかった自分を知って再確認することができたら嬉しいです。バラエティ豊かな先生たちが皆さんの日本語学習も日本での生活もサポートします。一緒に夢を実現しましょう。日本語を学びたい皆さんを待ってます。
日本に来る目標を見つけてから日本に来るとしっかり日本語の勉強も頑張れると思いますので、目標を見つけてから日本に来てください。待ってます。
皆さんこんにちは。校長のさじです。お元気ですか？札幌ランゲージセンターはいろんな国の人がいます。でもちろん皆さんの先輩、皆さん頑張ってます。とてもよく勉強をしています。皆さんの夢を実現するためには、先生、職員、みんなで応援していきたいと思います。応援しています。
Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the video. How was it? And got some idea what our school looks like. So I want to add some more information to the video. So let's get back to the presentation. And I will answer to your questions during my presentation because there, I think you can find some answer to your questions there. Okay, so let's move on. So our school is situated in the central part of Sapporo City, just right near this park, which is called Nakajima Park. Maybe you remember this from my previous slide. Okay, so it takes only 5 minutes to walk from the nearest station. And also our students usually live in this same area with the school, so they can cycle to the school or walk. So it usually takes for our students from 5 maybe to 20, 25 minutes to commute. So it's really close and good transportation as well. Okay, so about the courses that we provide, mainly we provide two courses. The one is the preparatory course. So for those who want to advance to a university or a vocational school. So you will learn here Japanese language and how to prepare for entry admission, how to write essays, and how to prepare for the interview. So all our students actually who want to enroll in a college or university manage to achieve their goals. So we can consult you about the further education even before you come to Japan. Just let us know what your dreams are, what your thoughts are, or maybe you don't know what you want to study. So yeah, just feel free to consult us and to talk to us. And we also provide a business Japanese course for those who want to get employed in Japan after graduation. So we can also answer your questions regarding working visas and job hunting in Japan before you come. Okay, so in our school, we not only teach Japanese language, but we also try to make our students' life more exciting and try to organize different cultural events or activities to introduce our students to Japanese culture. And they seem to enjoy life in Japan very much. So every year we go on excursions outside of the city. So this is where I think we went to the city of Otaru and other cities. So we changed the place to go every year. And this is a sports event where our students compete between the classes. It's always lots of fun every year. And this is the kimono, a Japanese traditional clothes event. Also, in winter, we go on country ski activity. This is karate workshop. This is kanji contest. Do you know what kanji means? So kanji is a Japanese for Chinese characters, so every year we have this contest between our students. And origami workshop as well. So our students seem to enjoy their student life in Sapporo. Unfortunately, during the pandemic, we were not able to do most of our events, but when we finally could do some of the events, our students were actually very happy about that. So we hope that when you come to our school, we can think of different events or organize excursions and go and visit some places in Sapporo and Hokkaido together. Yeah. Next, I would like to talk about admission procedures. We got questions about that as well. So we accept students 4 times a year. Okay, so for April, July, October, and January enrollments. But in Japanese schools, the graduation time is the same. So it's in March, and it is will be the same for every course. So it means that no matter when you come to Japan, basically your course will end in March. Okay? And you can study in a Japanese school up to 2 years. So so if you start in April, you can study up to 2 years. And if you come in July, so you can study up to 1 year and 9 months. Come to October, 1 year and 6 months. If you enroll in January, 1 year and 3 months. So I hope that it makes sense for you. But if you want to know more about the enrollment, please contact us and we will talk to you individually. Some people, students ask us questions about the period they can stay in as a student in our school. Again, and for those who have just joined us, again, thank you for joining. This is Sapporo Language Center. My name is Olga, and I have time today to introduce you to our language school. We have been done the presentation for about 30 minutes now. So if you missed anything, any information, please feel free to ask your questions in the chat, and we will answer that a bit later. Okay. We've got some questions about the scholarships in our school. So our school, we are glad to reward and encourage our students for their hard work and for their efforts while studying with us. So we have a few types of scholarship incentives, like scholarship for passing the JLPT, Japanese Language Proficiency Test, for passing N1 level and 2 level. We also have a JASSO scholarship, which is granted to one student. And the student will get 30,000 yen, Japanese yen per month. Also, we have some financial incentives for students with the best assessment, for attendance, class behavior, and so on and so forth. So basically, this is all scholarships that we have. And also now for students who are enrolling in next year, we have a 30,000 Japanese yen discount from the enrollment fees. So it will be about $300 cheaper to enroll in our school. Okay. Also, we have like some small rewards, awards for the winners for the students who gained the best score on the EJU, which is the examination for Japanese university admission for international students. So you can also get some award from our school. Also, we have annual speech contest, and the winners also get some like small rewards. So this is all about the scholarship. If you have any other questions, please let me know. And okay, so most students seem to enjoy their life in our school, and we often ask what they like the most about school because we want to satisfy our students. And we often get good feedback about our teachers, about their professionalism. And as I mentioned before, our teachers are not only good professionals, but they are always there to help our students with different kinds of maybe troubles or difficulties that they face while staying in Japan and while learning Japanese language. So yeah, our teachers and our staff, they treat students as family members, and we are trying to be helpful and supportive all the time. So before we finish, I would like to show you one more video when we interviewed our students. So maybe let's listen to what they have to say about Sapporo Language Center. Okay, let's watch.
I mean, ever since I was little, I have been watching Japanese animation. Yeah, I just want to watch Japanese animation without subtitle, and I cannot take hot weather. And Hokkaido is the coldest place in Japan, and Sapporo is the most prosperous place in Hokkaido. That's why I choose. Yeah.
So when I was in Malaysia, I took the LPT and 4 test. So I wanted to challenge myself to take a higher level of the LPT. And the reason why I chose Sapporo is because when I was in university, one of my seniors actually suggested it for me because she's from Hokkaido. So she said that it's a lot cheaper than Tokyo, so you should check it out. So I did, and it was a lot cheaper. And she said that because they don't have a really strong dialect, it will be easier for me to understand them speaking the language. So that's why.
As for place I live, the most pleasant thing is that I can reach the school from 7 to 10 minutes, and the halfway is through Great Nakajima Park, so it's very cool. And when I need to go somewhere, I can go, just walk, and I think it means that it's a really good place.
In my case, I don't like speak too much my first language when I start to learn a new language. So I think the multicultural is important when choosing a school. And for example, I chose SLC because it's multinational compared to the other school, and you can just speak Japanese with other students. That's why I like.
Yeah. For everyone who is interested in studying in Japan, just go and study, because the most important point is your wish. How do you really want to study, to improve your skills? So if you have enough patience and diligence, all in your hands.
I really encourage you guys to come, and I think Japan have a lot of things to offer. So if you think of coming here, you should look out into a program that fits you and go ahead.
I mean, just do it bravely and don't hesitate. Studying in Japan can take different and amazing experience to you, I think. That's all.
Okay, hope that the interviews with our students were informative and gave you a better idea of why foreigners choose Sapporo and our school particularly to study. So we are coming to the end of the presentation, and I see that some participants have just joined and they missed almost the whole presentation. So we will try to go back to the presentation a bit later. If it's okay, if you have time, please stay with us and I will explain about our school more briefly again. So for those who are interested in knowing our school and our teachers more closely, you can actually learn from our teachers now because before you come to Japan, because we have online Japanese classes every week, every Wednesday night from 7 p.m. Japanese time. So, and it is called, the online Japanese lessons are called Nihongo Bank, Japanese bank, language bank. So our teachers teach basic Japanese for beginners, and it's completely free. So you can join this lesson from wherever you are now, and anytime for free. Again, this class is for beginners, Japanese learners, beginners. Maybe if you have N5 level of Japanese language proficiency, maybe this class will be for you. So, and again, if you have any questions or want to know more information, please let us know in the chat. We still have a lot of questions to answer. So please stay with us, and yeah, we will reach your question. So our administrator will leave again our contact information, so you can check up our website and our mail us. As I told you before, so different languages are available, so we can reply and communicate with you in English or Japanese or Korean, Russian, Vietnamese, Indonesian, Nepalese, and I'm afraid I forgot any other language, but yeah, just let us know what information you need. And you can also can find us in social networks like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and if you're in Korea, maybe Naver blog. If you're in China, Weibo. So please let us know. Okay, so I'm going to close my presentation now and mainly focus on answering to your questions. So the first question we get here, with the COVID-19 situation, will the class be held online? It's a very good and question for this situation in the world. Yes, so you are still able to apply for student visa and start your visa procedures for next year. And we really hope that by next year, you will be able to come to and study in Japan. If not, we will provide you two options. So we actually have students who were supposed to come this year from April or for July, but they couldn't. So some of them chose to start studying online. So it will be possible next year as well, or you can also postpone your enrollment time period to the day when you can come to Japan. So you will be given two options. If you want to start earlier and faster, you can start online. Okay, so can I study in ASLC for 1 year? If it starts from N5 level, how long does it take to reach N2? Okay, it's a very good question too. So what is going to happen? So as I explained you before, we have 4 courses and 4 enrollment periods. And the shortest course is 1 year and 3 months. So after the graduation, you can get your certificate. But if there's some obstacles and you have like some situation that you cannot stay in Japan for longer, we need to consult you individually. So maybe you won't be able to get your graduation certificate, but you can still join our school. So we want to be really flexible, and we want to satisfy our students' needs, and we understand your situation. So please feel free to just consult with us. Yeah, I think it's maybe possible. As for the Japanese N1 level, it actually depends on your Japanese language, current Japanese language level, and also where you are from, because I believe that for foreigners from the countries where they are used to Chinese characters, kanji, it's really easier to get to the higher level. So usually for like Koreans or Chinese, Taiwanese people, like it takes around 1 year to pass N2 level, and maybe 1.5 years in average to pass N1 level. If you are if you are not used to like Chinese characters or kanji, maybe it will take a bit more time, 1.5 years to get to a N2 level. But it also depends on how hard you will work on your language. We have students who passed N1 within 1 year. So it also depends, but it's possible. Okay, next question. What is the admission requirement? Is there any difference of Japanese accent in Tokyo and Hokkaido? Yeah, good questions. Thank you very much. We will provide you a required list of documents. The requirement documents list, sorry. So you can check. If you can provide all the documents, you will be able to enroll. And one of the main documents will be a financial guarantor. You need to have a financial guarantor, or you can sponsor yourself. So you need to provide like tax declarations or certificates about your income or your sponsor's income, so that we can prove that you will be able to live in Japan and you have enough money and savings to live and study in Japan. Okay, so details I can provide you in the mail later. Okay, SLC students graduated are also eligible for shukatsu or job hunting. Yes, they are. Most of the students are eligible. So to be able to work in Japan, you need at least to be older than 18 years old. So all of them are eligible with their age. But the thing is, it depends on what kind of visa, working visa you want to get. Some visas, they require higher education, like bachelor degree certificate, at least. Some visas don't. If you want to work for like restaurant or hotel with the specified skill visa, it will be only, you just need to be over 18 years old and don't have any problems with the Japanese law. Okay, if you want to get a professional, like specialist visa, then you need to have a bachelor degree, okay, and graduate from your country's university or from a Japanese university. And yeah, so it depends on the academic background as well, depending on the visa. Okay, so if you want, we can consult you about like what kind of job you can do with your background and what kind of job you cannot do in Japan. But most of our students who want to work, actually, they can find their works. We have students who are involved in IT now, or we have students who work for as caregivers. We have students who work at the hotels. Yeah, all different types of jobs. So how is Sapporo City like about food, people? Well, I have been living in Japan for more than 10 years, and I came here as a foreign student from my home country, which is Russia. I know that I don't look like Russian, but I was born and raised in Russia, and then came 10 years ago as a foreign student. I studied Japanese language for 1 year, and all the time I have been living in Sapporo. So it's a very nice place, very famous for food. Many Japanese tourists, international tourists, they come here to try food here. If you are a fan of seafood, you will be like happy to live here. Yeah, so very nice food, very nice people. It's not hot in summer as well, not too hot in summer as well, so very comfortable to live for me. I'm not sure if I answered your question or not. If you want to know the details, please let me know. Okay, so how much the tuition fee is includes dormitory fees. Okay, I'll show you one more slide about the tuition fees. Okay, can you see it now? So, of course, depending on the length of your stay in our school, the fees will be different. And as I said, we have a 30,000 Japanese yen discount. So you will get 30,000 Japanese yen discount from this price that you see on the slide. So basically, 1 year cost a bit more than like 700,000, under 800,000 yen a year. But you can pay every 6 months. So for 6 months, the first 6 months will cost about 400,000 yen, 400 US dollars, and the next half a year will cost a bit less. Yes. Did we have one question for admission, please? Yeah, and you were also asking about the dormitory fee. Actually, we don't have a dormitory because in Sapporo, it's actually more expensive to live in the dormitory rather than to rent an apartment, because in Sapporo, renting apartments cost like not very much comparing to Tokyo. So our students pay about 300,000 yen in average, which is 300 US dollars. Excuse me, 300 US dollars per month for renting an apartment. And if you want to share with your friend, it will be even less. If you want to have a nicer apartment, it will be a bit pricier, but still much less than in Tokyo. So you actually don't need to have a dormitory because it's very affordable to live in a renting housing. Okay, I guess we have some more questions. Is it difficult to get jobs in Sapporo? What type of job available for students with non-technical background? Okay, thank you for the question. Yeah, it is. It depends on what kind of job you wanna do in Japan, in Sapporo. Mainly in Hokkaido, the tourism industry is really popular, and the hotels used to employ lots of foreigners, especially because before the COVID-19. And we believe that after the COVID-19, the hotels will hire more foreigners again. Also, we have jobs in IT industry as well. And depending on your country and what you can do as well, for example, if you can speak Chinese, maybe you have some work with Chinese language here as an interpreter, or if you know Vietnamese, you can work as a HR, like kind of assistant for Vietnamese staff. Yeah, it again depends on what you want to do. There are more jobs in Tokyo, but maybe rather than in Sapporo. But our students they also can find, they start searching for a job while they're in Sapporo. And if you want to go into Tokyo, you can still go to Tokyo. So it's possible to do your job hunting while you are staying in Sapporo. Okay, non-technical background. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter if you have technical background or not. It depends more on what you want to do. Okay, so how can I apply for the course? How can I apply for online course? Okay, so you can apply for our school through our website, or you can mail us, and the administrator can leave our contact information again. For the online course, you can also mail us and let us know that you want to join Nihongo Bank, Nihongo or Japanese online lesson, and we'll figure out and we'll send you the application form. Okay, just mail us, contact us. And how soon can I find accommodation after coming to Japan? Okay, so actually we will help you to find the accommodation before you come to Japan. So if you want to look at the accommodation and check by yourself, and you can come and find it there. Maybe you will need maybe 1 or 2 weeks to find the accommodation and sign the contract. But usually our students, they already have the accommodation waiting for them. And on the day they arrived in Sapporo, we have a real estate agent to come to our school, and they sign contract there and then take them to the apartment. So everything is really smooth. Yeah, so you can find your accommodation before you come to Japan. Okay, which date can I apply for the course? Okay, so usually you apply for the course around 6 months. We start like accepting applications around 6 months prior to the enrollment period. So again, let me show you my presentation again. Okay, can you see it now? Okay, we got it. So if you want to enroll in April, and we are going to submit all the documents to the immigration office in December. So if you apply before November, you will be able to make it for April. So if you wanna come in January, we also are closing our applications at the end of this month. Okay, if you wanna come in January, please, you need to hurry and apply within August this month. Okay, if you wanna come in April, the end of October or maybe November, you can make it. Okay, if you wanna come in July, usually we close the application in March. So if you let me know when you wanna come, I can tell you the more exact date. Okay, so do you have 6 months course? Okay, I think we had a similar question. We don't have a 6-month course, but depending on what kind of visa you are going to gain, you may be able to stay for 6 months here. Students with working holiday visa usually stay for 6 months, or some other visa holders also stay for 6 months. Usually you apply for the courses that we have from 1 year and 3 months to 2 years longest. And then if you have some reasons why you need to stop the course, so we can also talk about that prior, but the course itself will be like from 1 year and 3 months. But again, we want to be flexible, and first we need to know why you want to study 6 months and what you can achieve during these 6 months. So please communicate to us. Okay, well, while studying in Japan, can I get part-time job? Yes, you can. Foreign students can work up to 28 hours a week in Japan. And when you have summer vacations and winter vacations, you will be able to work up to 40 hours a week. But basically, it is not more than 28 hours a week. Okay. And we introduce our students to part-time jobs. So all our students who want to work, they do work. Okay, how much is the accommodation fee? Do you have dormitory? Okay, we had this question before, but no, we don't have dormitory because dormitory will cost you more in Sapporo rather than renting a house. So we provide accommodation for you, and it will cost about in average $300 a month, usually plus utility fees. Okay, if you want to share with your friend, you can maybe keep it cheaper, like $250 or $200. If you want to have a nicer apartment, maybe you need to pay $350 or $400. Yeah. And how is the cost of living in Sapporo? Is it cheaper than Tokyo? Yes, it's definitely cheaper than Tokyo and Osaka, because first of all, dormitory fee or rent fee will differ a lot. So in Tokyo, if you even if you find the cheapest apartment, it will cost you around $700, and it won't be a nice and new apartment, so it will be maybe a bit old apartment, small apartment. But in Sapporo, you can find good apartment like around $300. So yeah, it's much cheaper just to live, just to rent the house. And the food is almost the same. Transportation fee, because the distances you need to travel in the city are not that far, so it won't cost you that much. And many of our students from spring to autumn, they actually cycle a lot. So all of them, most of our students have bicycles, so you can cycle and don't need to spend your money on transportation. Okay, which date for the next enrollment period? When do you want to, it depends on when you want to enroll. So the next enrollment will be next January 2022. So usually students start studying from January 12 or maybe 13, sorry, I don't know the exact date now, but you need to apply by the end of the month if you wanna get into the January course, which is 1 year and 3 months course. Okay? If you wanna apply for April, you will have time to prepare for the application, but still you can already apply for April as well. And we close the application in late October. The sooner the better, actually. So maybe late October or in the middle of November. Yeah, you can apply for April. But again, you can start from January, April, July, and October. Start studying in our school. But you can start applying actually now, and we will send out the list of the required documents now, so you can prepare beforehand. And so yeah, and get more information about our school and life in Sapporo.